Hey, I'm Checkmate Flips, and in this video, I'm going to talk to you about why setting spend goals is dumb and what you should be doing instead. But for context, what I do is I purchase items online and sell them back on Amazon, primarily eBay to Amazon. So in this channel, we're going to be talking a lot about that. But basically, a lot of people who do online arbitrage, retail arbitrage, a lot of these different business models, whether you're selling on eBay, a lot of it, they talk about how much you should be spending on a weekly and monthly basis. And I think there's a good bit of truth to that. Like, it actually is helpful to have a goal. And like, if you're not spending money, you're not making money. But the thing is a 20% ROI, return on investment, is much different than a 200% return on investment. And so when you're looking at it from that point of view, someone could have the same spend goal and be putting out 20% ROI stuff, as opposed to someone who's doing a 200% ROI item. So if you don't know what an ROI is, I'm just going to explain that to you in case you don't know. Basically, a 20% ROI would be buying an item for $100 and then selling it for $120, giving you $20 profit. A 200% ROI would be making like double what you invested, making your initial investment back and then 2x. So basically, 100% a spend goal is helpful, but what you really should be spending, what you should be actually aiming for is a potential profit goal, assuming that you actually have a good sell-through rate. So you can't just put up a ton of potential profit, but then have it sell in 8 months. I mean, you can, but that needs to be part of the plan. So like, let's say the stereotypical 30% ROI that people in the online arbitrage space say that you should be getting. And let's say you're comparing that to someone who is doing a 60% ROI. The 60% ROI, if it sells in 2 months, is equal to someone who gets a 30% ROI that sells in 1 month. So you have to be thinking about the potential profit that you're putting out and also thinking about the sell-through rate. So like, if you're selling books, for example, that's awesome because your ROI is just like through the roof, but you might have to remember that some of these items are going to take 4, 5, 6 months to sell. So instead of actually setting spend goals, what I do is I set potential profit goals. And I always caveat that with, it needs to have a good sell-through rate that's equal to someone who's setting a spend goal. And then I make exceptions, of course, if I find a really good deal that's super high ROI, that justifies the time that it'll take to sell. And I've been thinking more and more about what's the relationship between my ROI and how long it's going to take to sell, because I think that's a really important thing that most people just don't think about at all. But yet a lot of people are just in this, like, I need to spend 5K this week. I need to spend 10K this month. And like, nobody cares if you spent 10K if it's at 20% ROI. Like, that's, if you're trying to make a full-time income anyways, like, that's just when there's costs and software and things that go wrong and prices going down. You really want to be thinking about your potential profit. And especially if you're a beginner in this business model, I would 100% encourage you, like, yes, maybe get a couple proof of concept flips that are close to break even. But then I think you should be shooting for higher ROI, not financial advice, obviously, but there's so much more that can go right if you have a ROI buffer there. So if this video is helpful, that's literally, I'm just going to be coming more often to just share a few thoughts, just real quick, to help you guys improve in your business, whether you sell on Amazon or eBay, or you're doing online arbitrage or eBay to Amazon or retail arbitrage. Hopefully these videos can be helpful. Have a great rest of the day and take care.